GCSE Maths, and we're starting to look at trigonometry, and first of all Pythagoras theorem. So as we know, Pythagoras theorem is to do with right angle triangles, so we need to be able to label our longest side, which is our hypotenuse, and we'll always label them then like this. So it's C is always the longest one, A and B then don't matter, and Pythagoras theorem states that A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So let's take a wee look at a couple of questions and see how we get on. PQR is a right angle triangle. PQ is 7, QR is 5, and PQR is 90. So the Q is the right angle bit. So let's draw a very loosely done diagram. This obviously isn't accurate in any way, but so Q was the right angle, and then PQ. So let's go for P there, which is 7. And then R here, which is 5, and calculate the length of PR. So it's going to be that bit there. So we label our three sides. This has to be C. We'll call this one A. We'll call this one B. And I'm going to rearrange this because C is the one we're working out. So C squared equals A squared plus B squared. C squared A squared is 25. B squared is 49. C squared equals, surely I can work that out, 74, and then C is going to be the square root of 74. The square root of 74 equals 8.60. We can't see this, let's put that up. I think then we were in centimeters, we were. Second example then. Calculate the length DE. So this is now one of the shorter sides. Give your answer to 3 significant figures. We're going to label our sides. This one has to be C. I'm going to call this one A and this one B. A is the one we're trying to work out. So I'm going to write A squared plus B squared equals C squared. A squared plus 16, which is our 4 squared, equals 9 squared, which is 81. A squared then equals 81. Take away 16. So we do 81 take 16, which equals 65. And A then is going to be the square root of 65. So that's just over 8. 8.06. That's the answer to that one. Example 3, diagonals of a rhombus are 8 centimeters and 14 centimeters long. Find the length of each side in the rhombus. So a rhombus, let's draw a rough rhombus here, so it's like a diamond shape obviously. And the diagonals, so they were telling that this length here is 14 and this length here then is 8. We know in a rhombus that the diagonals cross at right angles, and we want to know one of these sides here. If this is 8, this is going to be 4. If this is 14, this is going to be 7, and so we can find then this side then from here. So I'm tempted then, so now I know what's going on. I'm just going to draw another quick triangle out and label it then my A, B and C, and calculate then from there. So my right angle is in here. That's 4, that's 7. That's going to be C. Let's call that one A. Let's call that one B. Pythagoras theorem, C squared equals A squared plus B squared. C squared equals 16 plus 49. C squared is 65, and C is the square root of 65, which is the same as the previous question. So C is 8.06 centimeters.